So here we go, my lovely, lovely friends. I'm tuning my guitar here, the air guitar, one of the shows when I'm playing my air guitar and staying alive, most certainly. So here we go. Maybe one day I'm going to play you that song. It cannot be that difficult. I cannot play on my guitar. So here we go. I hope you are all very well. And yes, that song is now stuck in my head. And I hope it's stuck in your head as well, my lovely listeners, viewers. Staying alive, taking every day more certainly as it comes. So I hope you are all very well, doing your best and taking really every day as it comes and making the difference. So if you were here last week, your little homework was to write a list and write a list of everything what you are creating for yourself using the alphabet. If you remember, writing the alphabet down, A, B, C, and so on, and each morning writing the very first thing down what comes to you using that letter. So I hope you have found some resolution maybe to your questions or have found some answers or something has opened up for you during that exercise. So here we go. If this is the first time you are here, I'm your show host, Zsuzsanna Medium, and you can find me everywhere like Zsuzsanna Medium. And if you feel that some of the social media pages on my platform are quieter, just hang on there, go there and follow and like and share the conversations. YouTube, everything is there. And then if you are interested in all my previous conversations and talks and readings and inspirational conversation and the guest shows and my interviews here on the Aswa Radio Network, Ivana Psychic Radio, come to the YouTube page and you can just find the title Susanna Medium and everything is going to be there. So yes, this is my episode 102. Is it 102? I think yes, it is. So quite a lot to listen and watch and so on and so on. But then if you have all watched everything, then you can still go and watch and listen to all the other presenters because the amount of talent what we have here on this network and the types of conversations and the inspiration and the insights is quite something. So if you feel that or you are maybe lost in your life, then I'm absolutely certain that you will find someone's conversation, someone's reading, someone shares anything uplifting. And maybe that is one, maybe a couple of sentences will be enough for you, or maybe a tip here and there, and it will be enough for you to pick up your energy and stay alive, maybe one day at a time, one day at a time. So this is our energies are changing. Another time I'll talk to you more about that. But today I'd like to talk to our caller, Emily in Atlanta, Georgia. So Emily, thanks for being here. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Lovely. It's good to hear you and very, very clearly. So as for radio, thanks very much. So Emily, how can I help you?
Just a general reading today would be wonderful.
General reading. Okay. Now, with your energy, what I'm feeling. So, I always say to people, sometimes I get the information directly and sometimes metaphorically. Like last time we had a monkey with someone's reading. So I need to acknowledge that energy. But with your energy, I'm feeling very creative. I need to find the balance between this reality, the earthly reality, and then either it's the angelic realms or the fairies, but then it's very, very creative energy. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Lovely, lovely. Thank you. And then it's not that you are working on finding the balance because you have already established the balance. And then I feel that the keyword here is established. So whether you have established yourself or that is your aim, what space says that yes, just keep your eye on the big prize over there. So keep going, keep going. And it feels like the more you are focusing ahead, the more magic and more imagination and more solutions are coming forward for you. Now, would you understand that you're working with your grandfather, one of your grandfather's energy, please?
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time?
Yes. Would you understand that you are working with one of your grandfather's energies?
I'm working with one of my grandfather's energies.
Yes, yes. And then I'm listening to how I am birding. So it's not that I have a grandfather here for you. We will talk about his energy as well. But I feel that you are working. You are working with spiritual energies. Would you understand that, please? Because your energy is a
Yes,
healer. You do. Lovely. Thank you. Now, would you understand that in these dynamics here, you work with your grandfather's energy, or your grandfather is working with you?
yes.
Grandfather, lovely, lovely. Now I'm asking Spirit which grandfather we need to analyze. So I'm just going to give you a little discussion here. So if you understand the gentleman who is taller, feels taller than yourself, I'm feeling quite broad and comfortable in my body, broad on the shoulders and then the upper body, but an extremely good looking and very fine sense of humor and very balanced. You know, there is that grace with this gentleman. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
You do. Lovely, lovely. Thank you. And then I actually, while I was waiting for your reply, I needed to sit up because he's sorting my sitting up out. You know, like sitting, how you sit, how you hold your body, and then that goes to you as well. Now, would you understand somebody in the family who enjoyed or still enjoys ballet and even being able to do, you know, the various ballet movements? So the ballet is important. Ballet and ballet music is around us.
My grandmother enjoyed ballet,
Okay, lovely, lovely. Now, what I
which
feel
would have
is
been
that
the grandfather would have been her husband.
yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Because it feels like that as we are having a conversation here, really wants to get me along, getting with a conversation, with the reading. But then the music, the ballet music, is in the other room, so I need to have the type of music at the background, you know. And while I'm listening to
Hmm.
him, he's giving the description of the music and certain composers and certain sections of the music, and then giving this little short critic about the certain musicians and what was working better, what was different, you know, those kind of things. But it's like as he's walking around and talking to himself and talking about that energy as well. So I'm asking Smith, why do we need to talk about his experience and then the Bali music? Because he says that you have been slightly holding yourself back. It's all okay, you know, you're putting your energy out and working, but on the personal level, we need to have what he said, we need to have a little bit more energy, you know. Um, and then he says that yes, I cannot pick you up physically, but then you yourself need to pick yourself up, you know, giving that personal energy, you know. So would you understand that?
Yes.
You do, you do. Now, so he's talking about that somebody does not like the milk, or whether we have intolerance to milk or the dairy products. And then he says, don't even try to force or try to make it work because it's something not, which is not going to work for the person. So whether we are actually working or talking about milk or the dairy products, or actually, if you understand with a broader sense in your life that there's a situation where you feel that, you know, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, you know, and I'm taking it, but then deep down you feel that it is not completely okay, and within yourself you are questioning a decision, questioning a conversation, and it feels like you need to be even more direct. You need to be direct about that conversation. You see, my energy as I'm working with you here is a little bit of hesitation here, you know, and then that's your conversation about that situation that, you know, I cannot digest it. It's not comfortable for me. I'm feeling a little bit out of balance with that situation, with that person, and what your granddad is saying with with this metaphor that you know, you need to speak up in the very moment when something comes up without hesitation, without any delay. So would you understand that either the intolerance, but then also the situation where you are a little bit unsure about, you know, and then you say that I cannot really digest, I don't want to be involved in that, but I know I need to do something about that. Can you take that, please?
Um, Nothing significant in my life that points that direction, but that doesn't mean it couldn't in the future.
Okay, okay. Because it feels like well, I'm listening to my conversation because, you know, when I'm getting the long sentences, it means that the person I'm talking to got like a longer sentences or long hesitation, or that is the energy, you know. So But if it's not resonating, let's just park this information over there, because with your grandfather, what I feel, because I need to go back to his energy, okay? Because what he's showing me earlier, even earlier, he was showing me the knees, having the strength in your knees and having the strength in his knees, that the times when we are stepping into something which is not that familiar to us, you need to keep going, you need to have the strength. And then what he says, and what you are doing very well, that you are always a couple of steps ahead of the environment, like 2 or 3 steps ahead. And because you have put yourself in that space, you have trained yourself in this way, you are never really surprised by what is happening. And you are able to detach yourself from even family members' conversations, those ones you are talking about the same things, but then because you have grown and you have invested in your energy and your conversation, you are not being held back by anybody else. Now this gentleman is talking about February and March, which is a key point here for you. What he says, that by that time, even the materialistic conversations will be all together. So if you are thinking of starting something or doing something, and we are between planning and starting the actions, what he says, that by the time February, March, things will be in your hands. You can't see, but I can't see my hand, but I needed to hold my hand up like this, So what he's here for is healing the shoulders, giving healing for your shoulders, acknowledging how powerful you have been because you have created your boundaries and then the movements you have taken on. Your energy is a healer. And what he says, that I would like to have more of that, so that you step out and really claim that energy, So I hope I could help. I have only a few seconds left. So Emily from Atlanta, thanks very much for being here, tuning in, and all my lovely friends and viewers. It's been great to be here, and I'm sending you lots of love and many, many blessings, and see you in 7 days' time. So thanks. Bye.